Hello everyone. Today me and my fellows decided to make a short video for you people. And it's like a public service message. So the topic we are going to discuss is diarrhea. Because diarrhea is one of the really common topic in Asian countries and Pakistan is one of them. So I am here let you know about the introduction, the causes, the symptoms, the types and many more things regarding diarrhea. So I'm starting my topic with a basic introduction. In simple words, we can call diarrhea a motion sickness. But let's come towards the proper definition of the diarrhea. When the liquid or watery stool is frequently evacuated out of the body, and when the bowel movements become loose or like they become too much watery that they are unable to be absorbed from the intestine, and these are actively secreted out of the body, and these are secreted in the form of fluids. So basically, this condition is known as diarrhea. There are different types of diarrhea. The first one is acute diarrhea, the second one is persistent diarrhea, and the third one is chronic diarrhea. Let's start with the acute diarrhea. This is not the one of the harshest form. In fact, this is one of the most common form of diarrhea a person can get. This just lasts for 1 or 2 days and there is no treatment required for this type of diarrhea. The second form is persistent diarrhea. This type of diarrhea is a diarrhea that persists for like 2 to 4 weeks, and at this point the person loses his most of his essential minerals and ions from the body. So at this condition he is needed to be treated by the doctor. So the third one and the most harshest form of diarrhea is chronic diarrhea. This diarrhea lasts for more than 4 weeks, like it exceeds 1 month. So when the person is getting watery stools for like 1 month, he lost all of his body fluids and minerals, and ultimately at the end he can even lost his life. So after the types of diarrhea, I am going to tell you people about the mechanism. So the osmotic that leads with the additional water. So the additional amount of water is pulled into the gastrointestinal tract, and the excess amount of solutes are retained in the lumen, and the water is not properly reabsorbed. The second one is inflammatory, in which the water and nutrients cannot pass through the inflamed intestinal walls. The third one is motility, that the contents move too much quickly for normal water absorption. The fourth one is secretory, in which epithelial lining actively secrete more water than the water is absorbed. Now I am coming towards the causes of diarrhea. Let me tell you that the main and the most important cause of diarrhea is unhygienic food. People in Pakistan eat a lot of unhygienic food and they really don't care what they are getting into their bodies. But despite of these, there are many more other causes, like it may be some type of infection, it may be some type of food allergy or food intolerance, or it may be any intestinal disease. And the one more important thing is unsuitable lifestyle and the unsuitable unhealthy diet. So these all are the causes of diarrhea. Now let's come towards the dietary related causes. As shown from the title, it is related to our diet. So when we overeat the food and we are not being able to digest it, this is called indigestion, and it may also cause food allergy, food poisoning, and there may be some type of chemical irritant which is causing diarrhea like mercury. And there may be some infective causes like bacteria can cause diarrhea, virus can cause diarrhea, or any fungus can cause diarrhea. Now, after the infective causes, I am going to tell you about the parenteral causes. So, the parenteral causes include UTI, that is related to urinary tract infection, and RTI, that is related to respiratory tract infection. Other than this, there can be non-specific factors which include tension and stress, because tension and stress also are a cause of diarrhea, and there may be some congenital factor. Now you can see the picture which is showing stool scale. So the type 1 shows the severe constipation, and you can see like stool is too much hard. After this, the number 3 type is the normal stool of a healthy person, and the type 7 shows the severe diarrhea, and in this the stool is too much watery. After discussing the causes, I am telling you about the symptoms of diarrhea. So the symptoms of diarrhea includes abdominal pain, a person feels fatigue, he loses his weight, and he has a low blood pressure, and most importantly his skin becomes dry, because due to the diarrhea a person loses most of his water and minerals out of the body. Now let me explain you the symptoms with the picture. So in this picture you can see that the person feels dizziness, he has nausea, he has abdominal pain, he has headache, and he has fever. Every disease causes some of the complications, so like diarrhea also have some of the complications like dehydration, acidosis, toxemia, failure of renal function, and hypernatremia. And all this occurs because many of the excess of the water is removed from the body. We can diagnose diarrhea by signs and symptoms, by physical examination, by stool examination, by serum electrolyte level, and by blood urea nitrogen. As I have told you before, the signs and symptoms include dizziness, headache, nausea, and fever. Physical examination can lead to the dry skin, and stool examination can show that when the stool is too much watery and the stool is full of water, so we can conclude that the person is having diarrhea. So here are some of the management techniques for diarrhea. These include some of the drugs that are antidiarrheal and antimicrobial drugs. So here is the treatment of diarrhea which is recommended by the doctor. So they recommend oral rehydration solutions which are basically ORS. They recommend zinc tablets and they recommend nutritious food. But despite the recommendation of doctor, a person can also use home remedies. So as you can see in the picture, these home remedies include small portion of protein, toast, applesauce, rice, and many more things regarding diarrhea. So a person can take this and become healthy. And in this picture you can see there are some of the drinks and teas and some of the food supplements which are highly recommended in diarrhea. So this was the short video about the diarrhea and the brief introduction. Hope you get it informative and you liked it. So thank you and Allah Hafiz.